The officer flashed his badge and deliberately stirred up trouble inside the bar. A table was flipped over, and a waitress's drink got knocked to the ground. To protect the girl, the owner, Vincent, quickly shoved her into the bathroom until things calmed down. But as soon as the chaos ended, the police inspector showed up again demanding protection money. Faced with the inspector's arrogance and bullying, Vincent had no choice but to swallow his pride.
So I gotta pay the police so they won't wreck my bar?
The inspector made it clear, if I start lining up your customers every day for searches, odds are I'll find some contraband. At that point, this won't be seen as a legitimate business anymore. Vincent was helpless. He couldn't afford to cross the cops, so he had no choice but to pay up. After the inspector left, Tommy, a member of the mafia, gave Vincent some advice. Buy a gun. He told him that was the best way to respond, and with it, the bar wouldn't suffer as much loss. Later, through the introduction of Michael, the bar's security man, Vincent met an arms dealer. The dealer, a guy with glasses, showed him a variety of handguns, but Vincent picked out the smallest one. The dealer and Vincent started joking around after that.
You chose the motherfucker.
When Vincent hesitated about which gun to choose, the man with glasses immediately volunteered himself. He told Vincent, "You don't need a gun, you need a gunman. I know firearms inside and out. Hire me as your shooter." Just like that, Vincent ended up with another bodyguard. Once the bar's security was in order, problems popped up at the construction site. Thanks to the site supervisor's connections, every Friday they'd cash workers' paychecks for them and take a 5% cut as commission. Of course, Vincent didn't have the resources to handle that much cash. The real boss behind the operation was Andrew, the mafia leader who had always admired Vincent. But now, the workers were refusing to participate. They'd rather be broke over the weekend than keep exchanging their checks. One worker pointed out that every time he cashed his paycheck, he lost $30 to fees, over $100 a month. Vincent was powerless to argue with that logic, so he quickly called in his brother-in-law to help resolve things. But even when the supervisor pushed, the workers still refused. With no other option, the two of them reported the problem to Andrew. Andrew understood right away. The workers were staging a collective protest, trying to pressure him into lowering his commission. Since this blowback had come out of nowhere, they figured someone must be stirring up the workers. The very next day, Andrew went after the ringleader.